I'm Debbie Woodruff. I am with Lake Norman Connect. Today, I am here with Megan Hively, who is an Ayurvedic practitioner and also a yoga instructor
Mhm.
at iShine. So, really looking forward to learning from you today, Megan, about what you do, the services that you provide. So, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Again, thank you for having me. I'm really
Yeah,
excited. Wonderful to meet you and happy to be
yeah.
here.
Great. Well, I first met Megan at iShine. I took a class and she taught yoga from an Ayurvedic point of view, which is not overly common. And so it really piqued my curiosity. Megan, tell us a little bit about what yoga is from an Ayurvedic point of view.
Sure, absolutely. So one thing to know about Ayurveda is that we approach bringing balance in by bringing in the opposite qualities.
Okay.
And so, for example, we're here in this hot summer in the Carolinas. So to balance that in a yoga class, we try to bring in things that are cooling, that are a little less, I would say, structured, a little bit more fun, a little bit more loose, to help balance out all of this um, really kind of strict and hot qualities of summer and
Mm.
sharp qualities of summer.
Oh, great. So you just try to, so Ayurveda is all about balance.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. It's about, yeah, understanding your constitution and what's happening in nature and bringing in opposite qualities if you start to feel out of balance.
That's awesome. Well, the yoga class that I took with Megan was amazing. It was flowy and creative and left me feeling refreshed and ready to go out and face the heat. Thank you for that. And if you want to find her at a yoga class, then check out iShine. It's over in Huntersville, North Carolina. We're talking about Ayurveda. You're an Ayurvedic practitioner. So let's start at the beginning, defining Ayurveda, and then we want to hear a little bit about you and how you found Ayurveda. But first, let's tell people, what is it?
Sure. Yeah. Ayurveda is a complete medical system out of India. It's over 5,000 years old, and it comes from the same knowledge base as yoga, the Vedas. Um, but what makes it so unique and so special is that it really looks at every person as an individual. And even people who have maybe the same symptoms or the same diagnoses, Ayurveda understands that they got there at different ways, so that
Mhm.
we will approach their wellness path in different ways as well, or their
Yeah.
path to wellness. So,
So it's very individual,
yes. Oh, that very individualized. Yes.
very individualized, very holistic.
Yes.
Do you see an Ayurvedic practitioner? Are you the same as a doctor then?
No, no, no. I there are Ayurvedic doctors, a few here in the States. I I work was more practitioner level with things like diet and lifestyle, and
Okay.
maybe a little bit of herbs.
Okay. So somebody who has a condition, a disease or something, they still would go see a regular doctor.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Ayurveda can be used right along with and can be really beneficial with the Western medicine, with more allopathic medicine. Absolutely. And so yes, please see your
Okay.
doctor.
Right? Okay, great. Well, tell me a little bit. We'll go back to Ayurveda and what it means and how it's individualized. So curious to know more. But how did you find it?
I learned about it in my yoga teacher training. We had a little brief, tiny section, but to be honest, I kind of forgot about it after the teacher training. Um, but I had been on a wellness journey for many, many years. I grew up as a super anxious child, and that just right into my adulthood, still very anxious. And it hit a peak in my mid 20s, and it was a move and a breakup, and my anxiety just peaked. I remember this so vividly. I was standing in my bedroom one day, and I felt like the world just dropped beneath my feet. And
Mm,
um, from there, I started having these thoughts that I was going to stop breathing, and it just kind of spiraled, and it was just a really hard time. It was a really hard time. That's what started really my wellness journey. And
mm,
what got me through that particular time, I did do Western medicine, absolutely.
mhm.
Along with that, I was doing yoga and massage. um, dance. Uh,
Hmm.
and that's what helped me get through that phase. But it really wasn't until I found Ayurveda, it was probably almost a decade ago, that my acupuncturist was asking me about yoga for menstrual cycles. And that is when I remembered Ayurveda from my yoga teacher training. And
Ah,
and it was right after that, you know how it works. Right after she asked about that, and I thought about Ayurveda, the Shakti school, their training popped up there.
hmm.
They do feminine form Ayurveda training. But I was like, this is it. This is what I have been looking for since I started that wellness journey with my anxiety back in my mid-20s. And it has changed my life. Absolutely.
Great. How did it change your life? Just tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, started trusting myself and
Mhm,
the signs that my body. I started listening more to the signs that my body was giving me.
mhm,
Uh, I really wanted to be empowered in my wellness journey, and that is what Ayurveda gives me. Like I feel I'm confident I can take care of myself. I am confident that I can notice when things are shifting in my body. I'm catching that much earlier and earlier, and then
mhm.
I can make shifts earlier and earlier so that things don't progress and don't doesn't lead me down a path towards a deeper disease. So
Got it. So really what you're saying is that for you, Ayurveda helps you tune in and listen to subtle shifts in the body. It might be physical, maybe mental, emotional, but you notice the shifts, you're really in tune. And then with the training and the tools and techniques, then you're able to adjust and keep you in a place where you're feeling more centered, more balanced, more clear about life and your ability to manage all the things that happen in our lives.
yeah, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Awesome.
That's good. Sorry.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Can you tell us a little bit more, since you're an Ayurvedic practitioner, tell us a little bit more, what is it like? Um, you have a company, right? Let's start there. Where do you serve?
All over. I've worked with a couple of women in New Zealand and it, of course all over North Carolina. But yeah, I do think some things in person, a lot of things over Zoom.
Okay.
Virtually, yeah.
Okay, so you're not limited by location. So if
No,
somebody's here, great. If somebody is not here in North Carolina, you can service them just as easily.
absolutely. Yes.
Wonderful. And why would somebody seek you out?
So I what I've found who is seeking me out right now are individuals who are feeling a little frustrated, like maybe they're not being heard from their Western doctor. All their tests are coming back, like things are great, but they're not feeling their best.
Mm,
So I am here for that. I'm here to help you maybe put some language around what you're experiencing and give you tools to bring yourself back into balance. Especially as I'm in perimenopause, and a lot of women I've been working with lately are in the same shift, and
mhm.
not a lot out there information about how to really navigate. And so Ayurveda gives us tools.
Oh, wonderful. That
Yeah.
sounds great.
Yeah.
So when you don't feel heard by a doctor, you've got some answers or at least a construct to,
Yes.
to help somebody. And are you about providing all the answers or?
Oh, no, I really want like I honestly believe that we know what's going on with our bodies. So I'm here to give you tools to help you listen more and to trust. I think that's the biggest piece too, is to really
Mm,
trust those nudges that you're getting. Um,
mhm,
and
mhm.
but also I can give you little tips and tricks. as
Sure, sure.
we-
Well, how does it work? Okay, so it's very individualized. You've told us that you provide tips and tricks. You help people learn to listen and trust. But how does it work? So start me from the beginning. I find your website. I call you or send you an email. Take me forward.
Yeah, the first thing we would do is do a discovery call, just so I can figure out what's going on with you, and if I can help you. If not, I can send you. other places as well, give you some suggestions.
Hmm.
But yeah, if it feels like a good fit, then the the best case is to put together or work on a program that's at least 3 months that we would be working together. We would have our initial intake, and that's
Hmm.
going to go pretty deep. From an Ayurveda perspective, we're looking at as much as of your life as we can because everything impacts it from the television shows that we watch to how work is going, how your relationships are there, your relationships at
Hmm.
home, um, whether you take a warm shower or cold shower, it all impacts.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
yeah, we would through that initial meeting, we would, look at what's going on with your digestion, your sleep, your energy, um, and then, like I said, like what all you're doing that's bringing this stuff in.
Hmm.
From there, I like to work with my clients in coming up with the program because I want to make sure that they're comfortable with what they're going to be doing and if they're going to
Hmm.
make sure they're going to do it
Hmm.
because
Yeah,
it's going to require changes
sure.
and hopefully I like to try to make it as fun as possible. But yeah, there might be some lifestyle changes, maybe a little diet changes,
Yeah.
things.
You seem pretty fun. Seems like you'd make it fun.
I think so. I think I'm
Yeah.
fun.
I love it. I love it. Well, you should have a little humor along the way, right? When we're making
Um,
changes and we're dealing with life,
yes.
a
Yes.
smile goes a long way.
Agreed, agreed.
I love it. So they call, okay, so now we've done the intake, and you said it takes about 3 months. Why so long?
Yeah, changes with Ayurveda. I mean, it's one of those things where it's the things that we do daily that really have the impact. So
Okay.
maybe it takes 5 minutes a day, but it takes 5 minutes a day, but you might not see the impact for maybe a couple of weeks or up to a month.
Hmm.
But once you do, then it becomes addictive almost, and
Hmm.
you want to keep making little shifts and little changes to get you more and more aligned with yourself and with nature, really.
Hmm.
But yeah. So it when we work that long together too, um, if let's say I recommend something and you do it for a couple weeks, but you're not seeing any changes or it's actually making things worse, then we can make adjustments. So it gives
Okay.
that time for that, some
Okay.
space for adjusting.
Got it. It's really an art and a science, right? So you're working from science, but there's an artful piece to it
Yes,
because it's so individual.
100%. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a specialty? Do you have a certain group of people or a certain type of person that you serve really well?
I would say women right now going into that perimenopausal shift, uh,
Hmm.
or just in general, women maybe who are about to become empty nesters or who are empty nesters, who are really ready to start filling their cup and to start feeling their best.
Hmm.
And because I just in general, as women, we can give, 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 and then there comes a time where there's just nothing else to give. So
Right.
it's a time to start taking care of ourselves again.
Right. The old expression, you can't get blood from a turnip.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
at some point
There you go. Yes.
you need some help.
Exactly.
That's awesome. What are some common tips or tricks that you can even share with people who are going to listen to this or read the article that would be immediately beneficial?
Okay. The one shift that I get the most feedback from is drinking warm water first thing in the morning. Uh, I mean, before your coffee, before you do anything else,
Hmm.
have maybe 8 ounces of warm, not hot, but warm water.
Hmm.
And that's going to do so much for you. Hydrating, it's going to stimulate elimination, which is important first thing in the morning. It's also going to stimulate digestion, which is going to carry through the day. So give that a try. I like to call these like little experiments. Just experiment with it for
Oh, I like it.
4, 5, 6, 7 days and see how you feel.
Warm water, is that room temperature water?
You can do room temperature. Having it a little bit warmer, maybe more like body temperature, is a
Okay.
little bit better. But I mean, if sometimes I do just leave a glass of water by the bed and drink that first thing, and that's fine. That's fine. Like
Hmm.
just not cold and not
Get
super
it.
hot.
Okay. But if it's a little bit warm, so you could throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds or something like that,
Sure.
then that would be good. Now, I've also heard about lemon water. So,
Yeah, and so again, everything's individualized. That's going to work well for some people. If for people who have that tendency towards we would say hot digestion and elimination, like acid reflux or diarrhea, you just lose
mhm,
stools, stay away from the lemon. You could try
got it.
lime instead if you have that hot,
Mm,
but for everyone
okay.
else, lemon should be pretty good.
Okay.
Should work.
So safe across the board, warm water.
Exactly.
Okay. What are some of your other, give me a couple other experiments that people can easily employ to brighten their day, make them feel better?
Yeah, I like these early morning ones. My second favorite one
Yeah.
is within the first hour of waking, go outside and look not at the sun, but toward the sun.
Mhm.
And if you can do this without any glasses or contacts in, there's information that the sun gives through our eyes that can help reset our circadian rhythms. So we have more energy during the day, and it's going to help us fall asleep better at night. So you could, I mean, go outside and drink your warm water while you're like
Love it.
3 to 5 minutes and again, see what happens.
Okay. So 3 to 5 minutes. So what if it, I mean, the sun's already up, right? So most likely, maybe not for everybody. So does it matter if I do it right away, if I just do it before I start working? What's the,
It it's best, I mean, ideally, you would do it right when the sun was rising.
okay.
But let's say you sleep a little later, and that's okay. Just within the first hour of you waking up.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say as soon as possible after you get up. Just get that information into the eyes.
Okay. 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I, yeah. The eyes are the, like, they're like little computers. They're
Oh yeah,
like a major part of the brain, a major extension of the brain.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
yeah, mm, it's really cool. And it helps you sleep at night. That's a ironic thing.
hmm Well, it resets the rhythm, the circadian
Mhm.
rhythms, and so yeah. I'll add to that. If you watch the sun set, then that's going to add a little boost for that sleep too.
Okay. So try to watch the sunrise, try to watch the sunset, be outside for the time. Can I just look at it out the window?
Um, doesn't work as well if there's something in between you and the sun, but maybe
Mhm.
you could open the window and yeah,
Okay. The glass kind of interrupts the rays.
correct.
Do you have any other tips or tricks that you want to share or little experiments?
Well, can I go in? I do have a book of experiments
Oh, nice.
just releasing this
Okay.
week. But yeah, there's 12 Ayurvedic experiments. It does include the warm water and looking at the sun. But there's three for digestion, three for energy, three for sleep, and then some bonus information.
Oh, wonderful. So is it divided by topic?
Yes. Yeah, but what you'll find is that a lot of these experiments impact the others. So that warm water in the morning, yeah, it impacts your digestion. It also impacts your energy in good ways. So they
Fabulous.
kind of
Show us the book
integrate.
again, please.
Well, this one has a not for resale. You wouldn't have
Oh,
this.
okay. But it's
But this
coming
is
out
really
just this week. So this is like a brand new hot off the press
hot
offering that
off the
you
press.
provide. And where do they get the book?
You can head to my website. You can order it there. You can also find it on Amazon. It's
Okay.
there and ready. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, those two places right now.
Perfect. So if I wasn't sure if I wanted to work with you, I could even do the try this and you give short experiments.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can find some on my website too and on my social media. I do weekly on Tuesdays, some weekly 7-day experiments to try.
Okay.
See.
Oh, great. Well, we'll get that contact information in a minute. Can you give one for sleep? I feel like a lot of people have issues sleeping. Do you have a hot tip for sleeping?
Of course, of course. Um, I know this is going to sound um, maybe like it wouldn't do much, but if you can get into a routine at night or have some sort of ritual that you do at night that triggers your sleep. So even if it's brushing your teeth really intentionally or doing the your skincare routine really intentionally, really just slowly, mindfully, and even telling yourself that this is what I'm doing as I prepare for sleep, and doing that consistently,
Hmm.
and that's going to help.
Well, I like that. I even like how you said, I'm doing this to prepare for sleep because you're telling your brain then at that point that you're getting ready for sleep. So I
Yeah.
like that a lot. So
Yeah.
you also said looking at the sunset and then also, and then this as well.
Yes.
Megan, how long have you been doing this?
For th oh my goodness, for oh gosh, 3 years as a full practitioner.
Okay. Okay. And how long have you been involved with Ayurveda just in general before you became a practitioner?
Yeah, I've been studying for 8 years.
Oh, perfect. So that's the length of doctor studies.
Always a student too. Always a student.
Always a
Still
student.
there.
Yes. Well, what else would you like to share with the community about your services?
I do have kind of some new offerings coming soon, and the really a little bit more structured around how we would work with specifically women.
Okay.
Um, One-on-one, a couple of one-on-one programs, and then I'll be starting a year-long, that'll be a group program here soon, uh, which there is so much power in group healing when individuals get together who are experiencing the same thing,
Mhm.
and how we can learn from each other and heal with each other. And I'm really, really excited. That's the one thing that I'm really looking forward to getting started very soon. Um, Getting these circles together.
Oh, wonderful. And then I assume people can learn more about this circle on your website.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Well, let's talk about how people can find you, Megan.
Sure. Yeah, you go to my website. It is www.meganhively.com.
Spell
And
that because people spell Megan differently.
oh my gosh, yes. It is MEGANHIVELY.com. Yes.
And
Uh,
then
Excuse me.
Instagram.
Yeah. Yes, yes. At Megan Hively Wellness. Just add that wellness at the end.
Anything else that you want the community to know?
To be curious
Mhm.
and uh and start trusting yourself
Mm,
and the
great.
nudges that you're receiving. Because
Mhm.
what the tagline of the book and of these experiments that I do is that that your body is always talking, and
Mm.
you just need to learn to listen.
Mm. I love that. I love that. Is there anybody that you would say wouldn't be a good candidate?
I mm, I would say just if you're not ready to make changes,
Okay.
and that's okay. Like sometimes we're not. We're just not in a place. Uh, but that I think that just would be it. Maybe it's not the right time, but
Okay.
it does require making some shifts.
Okay. And being open to those shifts. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, I think that brings us to the end, Megan. Thank you so much. Listening to all that you have to offer, your experience, your background has been so delightful. And thank you for the great tips. I'm sure that I'll benefit from them and others will as they do these little experiments. What a fun way to approach change.
Thank you. I think so. Thank you so much for having me. This has been so fun. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You have a great evening.
Thank you too.